Hi, I'm Steven, the calculator guy, and I am in Medellin, Colombia. Huge shout out and huge thank you to Friends Validator. They paid for my Cosmoverse ticket, and I cannot be more happy to be here. So if you don't know, Cosmoverse is a big event, convention, conference, whatever you want to call it, related to the Cosmos ecosystem. So Cosmos ecosystem is the ecosystem of Atom, I guess is one way to think of it in terms of an asset. And there's a lot happening with that ecosystem and big narratives up and coming. And I want to be on the cutting edge of that if possible, because if you don't know, I am not like the Cosmos guy. If you want cutting edge Cosmos information and narrative and like videos, then there are so many people out there. You have CryptoCito, you have Liam, you have Donku R, and they are just incredible content creators, specifically in the Cosmos ecosystems. And would love to point to them and sort of like give them shout outs. Now, me, I am here to learn. I am here to learn as much as I can humanly possibly learn about these ecosystems, the up and coming narratives, Atom 2.0, and what kind of protocols are coming, what kind of liquid staking is up and coming, and all about the IBC and interchain security and how it's going to work. My job is to come back from this a much more informed DeFi user, so that I can benefit myself clearly as an investor, but also so I can benefit my communities as a knowledgeable resource. So the point of this video is to sort of give you guys my pre-conference thoughts on Atom and Cosmos, and then I'll hopefully be able to do a video in the middle and then at the end, so you can sort of see the evolution of what I've learned and the things that now I'm thinking about as an investor and as a DeFi maxi. So yeah, let's just get into it. What I know and what I'm excited for in Cosmos right now. So what I'm excited for tomorrow, there's going to be some announcements about Atom 2.0. That to me is probably the most exciting set of announcements we're going to have. And here's one. Again, I am not the Cosmos guy for information. So I get anything wrong, forgive me, please. I'm here to learn. That's the whole reason that I'm here. So as far as I understand, Atom 2.0 has a lot to do with adding utility to Atom, so effectively changing a bit of the tokenomics and use cases for the major atom of the Cosmos ecosystem. Right now, if you don't know, you have the Cosmos hub, and then you have a bunch of chains that sort of utilize or are built on top of that hub using the native language, or maybe Cosmosm or Tendermint or whatever it may be. And they all have their own validators. So like Osmosis, they have their own set of validators. Juno has their own set of validators. Evmos has their own validators. All of these IBC compatible chains, or all these IBC chains, or Cosmos Hub chains, they have their own validators, their own form of liquid stake, or their own form of proof of stake, their own mechanisms. All the transactions are paid for in their native assets. They're not paid for in Atom. Atom's not getting revenue from those transactions. It's not like these are all L2s and they're being settled on Atom. That's not how it works. So Atom really is only getting transactions when you go into maybe sending Atom to your Kepler wallet and then transferring it to Osmosis to go stake it, or to go LP it. Like very little use case and very few transactions actually happening on the Atom L1 or the Cosmos L1. With interchain security, as I understand it, you're going to have these commercial chains. These commercial chains will be chains that can have protocols built on top of them. Lido is going to be building a protocol. Quicksilver is going to be building a protocol. So I love me some liquid staking. I'm really excited about those. But then their transactions will go to the L1, will go to Atom, and be validated there. Now, I don't know if they're going to be paid for in native assets, and those native assets are going to be airdropped to the validators of Atom, or if they're going to be converted to Atom when they make it to that to be validated. I believe that's kind of how Near works, but I'm not entirely sure. I know that Near at least always had the ambition of having Aurora transactions be able to be paid in virtually any asset and be validated on Near's L1. I don't know exactly what the model is, but I do know that's going to effectively mean that transactions for these commercial chains will be validated on Atom's L1, giving a ton of more use case to Atom as an asset, and potentially giving a lot more incentives to Atom validators. So we may see more buy pressure and less inflation on the Atom asset. Because as far as I know, right now Atom does not have a cap, and he just can continue to inflate while it's pushing out this like 17 to 20% APY. So that's, I think that announcement, that kind of information that's going to be talked about tomorrow, that's probably the most exciting thing. But selfishly, what I am genuinely most excited about is day two. Day two is going to be all about liquid staking. So if you're in the DeFi dojo and you know you've been hanging out for a while talking, you know that we love, or I love, or you know I think most of us at this point have a fondness for liquid staking and delta neutral liquid staking and liquid staking loops, all these sorts of different things you can do with what I consider, you know, bluish chips or bluer chips like Solana, Matic, Phantom, AVAX, Ethereum, Atom, like all these assets that you can get a yield on and potentially delta neutralizing those or neutralizing those delta and still getting a yield and also participating in the health of DeFi by delegating some assets to validation. So uh, liquid staking is my jam. I love liquid staking. And there's also going to be all these incentive programs running, which means like Atom's already like on the top of the food chain in terms of rewards for staking, right? 17% to 19% is incredible for validation. I think the only other real competitor that's similar in, I mean, not similar, but like it's also pretty high up there would be Hedera. And, you know, they're not that many people are using Hedera. Many people are using IBCs or the the Cosmos ecosystem. Uh, I digress. So you have this 17% base rate, and then you're going to have all of these incentives coming from. You already have incentives coming from Stride, but you're going to see incentives coming from Stater. I think Stater. You're going to have incentives coming from Lido, incentives coming from P-Stake, incentives coming from I think it's Quicksilver, might be Quickstake. I forget the name of it. But all of these liquid staking protocols are going to be pushing their incentives, really making Atom validation very interesting. And I mean, Stride has been making some pretty bold statements about the utility of their liquid staked asset. Like they're saying that you can use it as collateral, which will be really, really interesting using ST Atom as collateral. Because I'm not going to tell you all my secrets, but I love when liquid stake assets can be collateral. And then they've even said that maybe your ST Atom LP can be used as collateral. That's even more wild, and I'm really interested in that possibility as well. All of these things that you know uh, investors or people who like to play with numbers and like looping and things like that get excited about are coming to these ecosystems. And so, like I said, there is genuinely this interesting narrative happening around Atom and the Cosmos ecosystems. Again, one of the reasons why I'm here. I'm very excited to be at the cutting edge of these burgeoning narratives and updates. So, guys, I am here definitely for myself to learn, to become educated. To some capacity, I'm here for you guys because clearly I like to teach and educate because that's the way that I learn best. So if you have any questions that you want me to ask, or if you're from a team and you want to talk to me, I will be the bald beard guy walking around. And I've brought Mara. I don't know if I already said that, but Mara is like the lead mod in the DeFi dojo. He's an absolute gigabrain. I mean, all the mods are, but he is specifically knowledgeable about these ecosystems, and I could not be happier that he's here. He's already been giving me crash courses and making me more competent than I was previously. So if you see him, you can shout out to him as well. But yeah, uh, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have questions for any teams, you want me to talk to anybody, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to get them answered and then give you guys updates in the next video. But I never thought I would be able to come to a place like Colombia and just beautiful scenery, amazing Spanish. Colombian Spanish is just so clear. I love it, and none of this would be possible without your support and you guys, you know, following me through thick and thin. Like you know, a year ago, I was talking about things like Time Wonderland and Ohm and Strong and these things whose tokenomics were not structurally sound. And I didn't know that because I was just sort of getting into DeFi and we were in, you know, just coming out of DeFi summer. Everything seemed wonderful. You could go put money anywhere and it would go just straight up no matter what. And look where we are now. You know, we're much more informed, much more competent, much more risk averse, much more knowledgeable community and set of people. And if you're still watching these videos, you have been with me through thick and thin, and I appreciate you. And God bless you and thank you. And yeah, have a wonderful rest of your